very pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another broadcast here on RioSportsLive.com. We are coming to you from Tuloso Midway, Texas on a Friday night. This is RioSportsLive.com live softball playoff coverage. One game to decide the victor here between Devine and Rio Hondo. The Rio Hondo Lady Bobcats, you can see them over on the dugout. They've been having lots of fun here already, getting ready for this big ball game. Devine made it to the playoffs a year ago. They, too, have been amped up, ready to go for this 7:30 start. As we get set for the starting lineups, we'll take a quick break and come right back. We're in Tuloso Midway. It's Rio Hondo taking on Devine, and this is Rio Sports Live.
Antiques and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique, collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Back here on RioSportsLive.com, we are set to go here with the announcing of the starting lineups. First for these two teams, Rio Hondo Lady Bobcats will be the home team on the scoreboard. And again, the flip of the coin wasn't needed in this one, as the two teams both agreed that they would be going with a single game to decide the victor moving on into the next round of the playoffs, as here we are in round two. Wind is blowing out, and I mean blowing straight out to center field in this one. 210 to dead away center field, 200 down the line on each side, right to left. But the wind, anything in the air, has a chance to get out of this park again here on this one. A couple of teams that come in with some terrific pitching on the mound today. Taylor Carr for the Arabians of Devine. Meanwhile, her counterpart has yet to be decided, as Rio Hondo had three pitchers down there warming up, and they were going to make a literal game-time decision on who the starting pitcher would be for the Lady Cats. Let's take a look at this lineups first of all for the Devine Arabian softball team. Taylor Carr, the pitcher, leads it off, followed by Jeanette Rios. She'll be playing shortstop, batting second. Kendall Archie is in right field. She'll hit third. Jessie Ramirez is the first baseman. She'll be hitting fourth. Megan Runyon plays center field. She'll hit fifth. Allison Taylor, the catcher tonight, will hit in the sixth spot. Hitting seventh is Haley Hagdorn at third base, and Mackenzie Schneider bats eighth and plays left field. Julie Ortiz plays second base, hits in the ninth spot. It's Carr, Rios, Archie, Ramirez, Runyon, Taylor, Hogden, Schneider, and Ortiz. We'll get to the Lady Bobcats. You can see again, they're out there kind of relaxed and having some fun. We'll have their starting lineup after this. This is
the Harlingen Downtown District has a bit of everything, my friends, and here's an invitation for you to visit and experience a friendly environment with a taste of local business and a variety of shopping, dining, and entertainment throughout the year. Vintage shops loaded with collectibles from the past, dining that caters to all, boutiques, quilting, salons, live entertainment, and don't forget about market days on the first Saturday of each month on Jackson Street, and Art Night the last Friday of the month. It's the Harlingen Downtown District, and the invitation is for you. Shop Downtown Harlingen today.
Hey everybody, ¿qué hacen aquí?
This is an intervention.
What?
Sí, mijo. It's the yoga pants.
You all are just jealous because I'm flexible like Captain Prontissimo.
Is that your wallet?
Yeah, it's full of the money I save with Pronto Insurance.
And your keys.
With Pronto's multi-account discount, I can insure all the cars in the family.
Why can't you just wear regular pants with pockets like everybody else?
I can do this in jeans.
Aika.
Ah.
Pronto Insurance. Call for a free quote today.
At the age of 22, I decided that I wanted to join the military. Once that was finished, I wanted to go and, exercise my mind and get an education.
I wanted to do something positive for my children, to provide for them financially, and I wanted to give back to the community.
My parents were here going to school back when I was a kid, so honestly it was just a natural choice.
I don't have to leave to a bigger university. I can do it here in my hometown at my community college.
Back here again, we are at Tuloso Midway in a windy Friday night. I'm Joe Bowling with you on RioSportsLive.com as we are getting set for Devine to take on Rio Hondo Lady Bobcats. We went down the Devine starting lineup, but again, Taylor Carr on the mound. How about being as letter perfect as you can get? 3-0 shutout in their game leading into this one, as round one in the playoffs, they notched a victory in a one-game series, and they're trying to duplicate that effort here tonight against the Rio Hondo Lady Cats. I'm going to run down the Rio Hondo lineup for you, and then we'll see who's going to get the nod at the starting pitching job. Again, they had 3 pitchers down there warming up, and Coach was like watching each of them like a hawk, trying to decide, okay, who am I going to put in for a one-game series? And that's a good thing on a coaching perspective when you're that deep in pitching. But, however, it's an issue when you're playing in a one-game series as, okay, who do I pull the trigger with tonight? And it's just a gut check feeling, and Coach was down there watching each of the 3 pitchers warming up. Nayeli Garcon will lead it off, playing at third base, followed by Bianca Cruz. She's in center field. Annie Alvarado will be hitting in the 3 spot. Abby Torres is in left field. She'll hit in the 4 spot. Domo De Jesus is in second base. She'll be hitting 5th. Abby Alvarado's the catcher. She'll hit in the 6th spot. Kelsey Pizarro hits in the 7th spot. April Adame plays at first base. She'll be hitting 8th. And Athene Orozco will hit in the 9th spot, playing as a designated hitter. The flex player tonight is Savannah Gonzalez. Again, the decision was down to 2. It's Kelsey Pizarro or it's Annie Alvarado. We'll see who gets the nod for the starting pitching job tonight for the Rio Hondo Lady Bobcats. Busy, busy, busy here on RioSportsLive.com. If you're watching this on social media, be sure you let us know. Give us a shout out there on just which game you may be watching, as we are on the platforms that has the Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Roku Television, and Apple TV covered. Now, the website was getting some design changes. We were trying to get those implemented before the start of this game. I do know that the website will be having some changes coming up overnight, and so encourage fans out there that are watching us to pass the word on YouTube Live, Roku Television, Apple TV, and, of course, on Facebook Live. Now, Facebook Live is where I can see kind of what's happening with some of the fans. I like to communicate back and forth on where you're watching from, but I'm truly dependent on you guys tonight to share the link and follow the page and make sure you get the word out to the fans who may be accustomed just to clicking on the website and watching the game, that it just may not be in play prior to this game, obviously, and then throughout the game, we may not get there at all on the website. Another thing to talk about is that both of these coaches have requested that at the end of this game, regardless of the winner, tomorrow morning we will be pulling this broadcast, as neither coach wants to be scouted further beyond this game. We will have highlights of this game that we'll put up, and we'll also have replays of this game available once both teams have finished their season in its entirety. So you get it live. Pass that around to fans, too, who may be saying, oh, I'll watch it later. That's happened before on basketball games, and then you can't watch it, and then you have to wait until after the season in some cases. So pass the word, if you will. Help me get the word out there to the other fans who are going to be potentially watching this game. Rio Hondo Lady Bobcats having their teams announced. Also, we've got the Brownsville Veteran game going on already. That started earlier. Down there is Mario Bendrano bringing you the play-by-play on that one. Nathaniel Menchaca is running the camera. They've got that game. That's game 2 of a best-of-3 series. If that goes to game 3, then we'll also have that one tonight, and that's going to be a late start. So fans wondering what game is where. Well, we've got that one going on, and then Freddie Heredia has taken Rio Sports Live Southwest into Laredo tonight as the La Jolla and Eagle Pass baseball game. First pitch about a half an hour ago, and so we've got that one also streaming live on RioSportsLive.com. We got more coverage tomorrow. We are locked in for the San Benito game right back here on this field tomorrow morning. It'll be game 2 of their best-of-3 series. So, Lady Hound fans, we encourage you to check in with us on that. And we've also got the one-game series played by Harlingen South. That's going to be at Cabinets Field. National anthem. Hang in there. This is Real Sports Live. Okay. Do you want me to bring you on and talk just a little bit? No. Okay, you just want to watch?
Yeah,
all right.
Just watch right now.
Okay, you guys watch all you want. If you want to kick out, that's fine. If you want to stick around for the whole game, I don't care. If you want to try the camera later on, it's up to you, okay? You guys are here to try to learn from us. All right? Okay. Back here, and thanks again for joining us on RioSportsLive.com. And the decision was made, and the starting pitcher has been figured out as Annie Alvarado stands on the mound for the Lady Cats of Rio Hondo, and that means that Kelsey Pizarro will be down at second base. Actually, they're going to move her over to shortstop on this game. Domo de Jesus will be playing second base for the Lady Cats of Rio Hondo. Good angle from which to watch this game, as we've got my wife Dahlia running the camera. She's going to take a break tomorrow. Was going down the list of games that we're going to bring you tomorrow. And they do include additional softball coverage in the morning at 11 o'clock, right back here on this field, the San Benito game. And then the Harlingen South game will take place at 4 o'clock. That's going to be over at Cabinets Field. Now, we've got IWFA football action coming your way tomorrow. And we've got a couple of guys that are here shadowing us that's going to be taking over some football coverage. We've got another game in Laredo tomorrow night with the IWFA. We were scheduled to do the Harlingen Honeys taking on the Westaco Jaguars. However, the league made a decision based on some uniform deliveries not being available that they wanted to wait a week before we unveiled coverage from that game and a couple of other games that we had set to go. Taylor Carr steps in, first hitter tonight for Devine. And for the Arabians, she'll take one that misses for ball 1. Scheduled start at 7:30 and right on the money as we start this one. 1-0 the count, next pitch coming. That's a foul ball out of play, evens the count at 1-1. Carr leads it off, followed by Jeanette Rios and then Kendall Archie. Anybody gets on here in the first inning, Jesse Ramirez will hit. And I asked both first base coaches if they would not dance with our camera tonight, and so far so good. There's a pitch that's low. Count goes to 2-1 on Carr leading it off. Wind blowing out to center field, a little bit more left center now than anything, but it's still getting out of here in a hurry. Anything in the air has a chance. Carr leading it off. Swings, fouls that one. Count goes even at 2-2. Alvarado was down there warming up. So was Pizarro. They actually had 3 pitchers in the bullpen warming up. And any of those girls had a chance to play. Emily Garcia says, is April playing? Yes, April Adames is playing at first base tonight for the Lady Cats of Rio Hondo. On the other side, I'm looking at the Arabians. I don't see any April, so I think I'm good to say Yes, she's playing. 3-2 the count now on Taylor Carr, leading it off. Top of the first inning, a late start to this one, 7:30. I know every other game around had already started. There's a shot into deep left field. That's going to be over the left fielder's head against the wall. Carr makes a big turn, gets down to second. That's a leadoff double. And the only thing that kept that in the park was that Carr hit it hard enough on a line, it didn't get up in the wind. Otherwise, she'd have circled the bases. A leadoff double for Taylor Carr. Jeanette Rios will now stand in. And Devine has an opportunity here to notch the game's first run. Rios plays shortstop today for Devine. First pitch coming. There's a pop-up foul ball or fair ball on the infield, and that's an out. April Adame reels that one in for the first out of the inning. Brings in Kendall Archie. A leadoff double by Carr. And now Archie, the right fielder, stands in. First pitch in there for a strike call. 0-1 to Archie. Leadoff double. The Arabians of Devine with a chance. Next pitch to Archie. Fouled away back to the screen. Count goes 0-2. Appreciate you fans watching the game out there live here on RioSportsLive.com. A lot of efforts involved in putting all of this together. Next one coming. Swing and a miss. A strikeout as Archie's down on strikes. First strikeout of the game by Alvarado. And now 2 down. It's going to take something from Jesse Ramirez for the Arabians to keep this inning alive. Carr led it off with a double. First pitch coming is low for a ball to Ramirez. Megan Runyon on deck. Alvarado working quickly on the mound. Spins the next one home. Swing and a miss. Strike one. 1-1 the count. Alvarado on the mound. Abby Alvarado behind the plate. Down at first, April Adame. Down at second base, Domo de Jesus. At third is Nayeli Garzon. Next pitch coming. Swing and a foul ball right at the feet of Ramirez. Takes the count to 1-2. At shortstop, Kelsey Pizarro. Then the outfield. Patrolling left is Abby Torres. In center field is Bianca Cruz. And out in right field, Savannah Gonzalez. Ramirez stands in. Alvarado spins it home. Fly ball into center field, and the inning is over. Leadoff double is wasted in the inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We've played a half an inning. Heading to the bottom of the second here in this one, Rio Hondo and Devine. We are scoreless. And this is RioSportsLive.com.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique, collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
For the hottest deals, go to Mi Casa Furniture.
Save at Mi Casa Furniture. 7533 Boca Chica, Brownsville.
We head to the bottom of the first inning. Devine taking on Rio Hondo. Joe Bowling with you as we are in this inning. And wind is blowing, and there's also a slight threat of rain in the area, which means that there's probably a major threat to us of rain. That's just our luck. If it does rain too hard, my friends, we're going to have to shut it down. I'll just give you a quick heads up on that. There's a strike call to Nayeli Garcon leading it off. Garcon plays third base today. On the mound is Taylor Carr. She's ready to spin the next one home. The 0-1. Ground ball is third. Nice play there, and over to first and out. That's the way the bottom of the first starts. Garcon grounds out. Down at third base is Haley Hagdorn. Made that play look easy. And it brings in Bianca Cruz. Cruz, the center fielder today, hits here in the second spot. On deck is Annie Alvarado. First pitch coming to Cruz. It's in there for a strike. On the outside corner to Cruz. Next one coming from Carr. That's high for a ball. Evens the count of 1-1. Garcon grounded out. Cruz at the plate. Alvarado. Anybody gets on. Abby Torres for the Rio Hondo Lady Cats. Next one coming in. Swing and a foul ball. Takes the count to 1-2 on Cruz. Carr went the distance in a 3-0 shutout win in the first round of the playoffs for Devine. Next one coming. There's a swing and a high fly ball into deep left field. Back it goes, and see you later. Bianca Cruz sends one over the left field fence. 1-0 Rio Hondo. I said anything that got in the air had a chance to get out of here. And that ball sailed off the fence in a hurry. Brings in Annie Alvarado. 1-0 Lady Cats of Rio Hondo. Next hitter stands in, Annie Alvarado. My wife's over there trying to keep the camera covered up. A little bit of rain coming down. If more rain comes, fans, I'm going to have to tell you, we're going to shut her down. I understand the big, important part of this game, but in this case, trying to protect all the equipment. There's a pitch that's a little high for ball one. 1-0 to Annie Alvarado. Bianca Cruz sent one over the wall for the Lady Cats of Rio Hondo. Next one coming to Alvarado. In there for a strike. 3-1 now to Alvarado. Bottom of the first inning. Alvarado stands in, waits for the next one. Takes a strike. It's now 3-2. Danny Coronado said he called it. Well, let's see. Got some lottery numbers I'm looking to see if I could find them. Danny, if you got any hints, throw them out there. 3-2 the count. Next one coming to Alvarado. Strike three called. Dandy pitch that time by Carr. Alvarado caught looking, second out of the inning. Brings in Abby Torres. Torres, the left fielder today, hits cleanup for the Rio Hondo Lady Cats, who are up 1-0. Hits the first one into short left field. That's a hit. Shortstop Rios made a play, but a single off the bat of Torres. And the Lady Cats' first inning will continue for Rio Hondo. Here comes Domo de Jesus. De Jesus, second baseman today, stands in from the right side. Torres down at first base, takes a small lead. Carr brings it home. Ball one misses. Abby Alvarado on deck. Looking ahead to the second inning, it's the 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up for Devine. They wasted a leadoff double in the first. Couldn't push a run across. Swing and a miss, evens the count at 1-1. Now a pickoff down at first base, and this inning's over. Torres got picked off. Nice job by the catcher that time. Allison Taylor making the play. Inning comes to an end. We head to the second inning of play. Rio Hondo leads this one on the strength of a Bianca Cruz home run. 1-0. We'll be back. This is RealSportsLive.com. Looking to add that special look to your home? Then stop by Nip and Tuck Draperies in downtown Harlingen. With a wide assortment of draperies, blinds, bedspreads, and more, they specialize in creating exactly what you want. Quilting done right in the shop, in the workroom. Open Monday through Friday, or call today for free estimates at 956-428-4331. Visit us on Facebook or stop by 214 East Jackson. It's Nip and Tuck Draperies as you shop downtown Harlingen.
Fans, if you're looking for that special something that has anything to do with your favorite teams, then Sports Fans on 111 East Jackson in Harlingen is the stop to make. Fully licensed pro and college team collectibles and an assortment that grows each and every day. Check out the Facebook updates at Sports Fans. Open Tuesday through Friday, 11 to 6, and Saturdays, 10 to 5 at 111 East Jackson, or call ahead at 956-425-7600. It's Sports Fans when you shop downtown Harlingen.
Head to the top of the second inning, and thanks again for joining us here on RealSportsLive.com. In this second inning for Devine, there's a pop-up behind the plate, and there's a play made. One down as Runyon's retired on a pop-out to the catcher. Brings in Allison Taylor. We'll make the trip home tonight from up here and then turn around and come right back in the morning for an 11 o'clock game for the San Benito. We'll stick around for the afternoon game with Harlingen South, and then we'll be zipping across town here for some IWFA football. There's a strike called to Allison Taylor. Annie Alvarado back on the mound for the Lady Cats of Rio Hondo. She gave up that leadoff double to start this game, worked right through that since then, has retired 4 in a row. Taylor hits it foul, ground ball. Taylor at the plate. Haley Hagdorn stands on deck. One out here in the top of the second inning. Next pitch, foul ball. Back to the screen, off the bat of Taylor. Big announcement this week. We were down in Brownsville, the Brownsville FC. The Coyotes will be starting their season next Saturday. We'll be there for the season opener. We'll be covering all their home games, and we're working on covering all of the away games as well in their inaugural season. Announcers. I'm looking for Spanish and English announcers now, as we're going to make the commitment to take care of both. There's a little fly ball into left field or center field. That's caught for the out. 2 down. That brings in Haley Hagdorn. Hallie Hagdorn, the third baseman, stands in with 2 outs. Takes it outside for a ball, 1-0. Rain coming down just a bit. It's just sprinkles, but doesn't take much when you're talking about electronic equipment out here in the element. Foul ball off the bat of Hagdorn. Wind has shifted a little bit more. It was blowing dead out to center field to start this game. It's now going still out, but more left than center. As Hagdorn, swing and a miss. Count goes to 1-2. Alvarado with one strikeout in the game thus far. Looking to get Hagdorn to end this second. Spins it home. Low in the dirt. 2-2. Two balls, two strikes, pitch coming. High for ball three. 3-2. Ball four is high. Hagdorn down to first. First walk of the game for either pitcher. Brings in Mackenzie Schneider. Schneider steps in, left fielder today for the Devine Arabian softball team. Takes strike one. Swing and a miss, strike two. Schneider, the number 8 hitter in the lineup. Julie Ortiz stands on deck, and then they'll have made it through the first round. Hitting for the Arabians. Next pitch, swinging a foul ball, and Schneider stays alive at the plate. Just enough rain to be an issue. I think I can cover up just about everything I've got. Here's the next pitch. Ball low. Hagdorn walked after two were out. Schneider at the plate. 1-2 the count. Andy Alvarado brings it home. That's high for ball two. Now 2-2. 2-2 pitch headed home. That's low in the dirt for ball three. Three-two pitch now headed home to Schneider. Swing and a pop-up on the infield. A play made by the shortstop, and the inning comes to an end. For the Arabians in the second, no runs, no hits, a walk, one left. We played an inning and a half. Heading to the bottom of the second inning we go. Rio Hondo leads this one 1-0. I'm going to try to cover up some equipment. We'll be back after this on RioSportsLive.com.
At the age of 22, I decided that I wanted to join the military. Once that was finished, I wanted to go and, exercise my mind and get an education.
I wanted to do something positive for my children, to provide for them financially, and I wanted to give back to the community.
My parents were here going to school back when I was a kid, so honestly, it was just a natural choice.
I don't have to leave to a bigger university. I can do it here in my hometown at my community college.
At Illuminations, we're a one-stop shop. We have all the lighting you need for your new home, outdoor lighting, ceiling fans, chandeliers. So when you're building your new home, we work well with your builder. We'll get your floor plans, or we'll walk the house if we need to, make sure all the light fixtures that you get are gonna work and are gonna look good together. Illuminations is a family-owned business. We've been in business for 17 years now. My parents actually were in the construction industry prior to opening the store, and it was during this time that they noticed a need for a store like ours, one that would provide the customer service that contractors and new homeowners are looking for, and eliminate the headaches that you might get when you're shopping at a big box store and you don't get that one-on-one customer service. The Brownsville area is really growing. There's a lot of movement, there's a lot of construction, there's a lot of excitement, so we're glad.
To start the second inning is a shot down the right field line, and Domo de Jesus ends up with a double for the Rio Hondo Lady Cats. Apologies there, my friends. I was trying to get some equipment covered up. And so a leadoff double for the Lady Cats of Rio Hondo, and it brings in Abby Alvarado. Ball one to Alvarado. Next pitch in is a ball. And it's now 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Runner at second base, no outs. Strike called. Takes the count to 2-1. Abby Alvarado at the plate. Kelsey Pizarro on deck. April Adamas will hit. Trying to move De Jesus around the base paths. There's a bunt. That's a fair ball. Throw to first is out. Sacrifice is good. De Jesus down to third. First out of the inning. Brings in Kelsey Pizarro. Now, if my luck runs the way it is, after taking the time to cover all the equipment, now the sprinkles will let up. I bought us a couple innings at least in sprinkle mode. If it goes to rain, we're in trouble. We'll have to shut it down. Pitch coming to Pizarro. There's a strike called. Jennifer Alfaro says, how's the weather? Well, it's sprinkling. It looks like rain. But the rain really isn't supposed to come into this area until later tonight. And then it's supposed to get the heck out of here, meaning that tomorrow we're in good shape. Now the umpires have spotted something up in the stands, and somebody with a camera up there had a flash on. It wasn't us. We're down here, my friends. We're on the field side. We could have set up in the press box, and we could have shot through the screen. But because of the request from both coaches for tomorrow, there's a swing and a high fly ball into center field. That's going to stay in the park. Catch is made. Run comes in to score on the sacrifice fly by Pizarro. It's a 2-0 game. Two nothing game. Brings in April Adamas. First pitch is a strike call to Adamas. So 2 hits for Rio Hondo, both of them extra base hits. Adamas stands in. The 0-1 in the dirt for a ball, 1-1. Roscoe stands on deck. Next one coming in. Swing and a miss. Adamas now in the hole at 1-2. Here on RioSportsLive.com, our coverage of high school softball tonight. More high school softball tomorrow. IWFA football. 7-on-7 football next week. There's a swing and a shot down the left field line. That's a foul ball. 7-on-7 football next Wednesday coming from Brownsville. FC Brownsville Soccer. The Coyotes start their season from the Brownsville Sports Park. That's next Saturday. Baseball coverage on the playoff side. Additional football coverage coming your way. We got some basketball tournaments we're now looking at. There's a swing and a miss, and a nasty pitch ends the inning. Adamas way out in front. Carr gets the strikeout. Her second of the game. And the inning for Rio Hondo comes to an end. We head to the third in this one. Rio Hondo leads it 2-0. This is RioSportsLive.com.
A&B's Cafe is just the right spot for your lunchtime or early morning cravings, as they have a terrific menu and environment that make you feel right at home. Be sure to check out the soups and sandwiches of the day. You have to try one of the specialty coffee or cappuccinos with an assortment of flavors that's sure to meet your heart's desire. J&B Cafe also offers small catering jobs and private parties. Open daily, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. in downtown Harlingen at 204 East Jackson Street. Call ahead at 956-425-5282 or stop by. It's J&B Cafe when shopping downtown Harlingen. Frank's Collection Record Shop has a collection of vinyl records that rivals anyone, anywhere. Located in the back of the Antique Emporium on 123rd East Jackson Street, Frank's Record Shop has been delivering the best sounds from any age or style throughout the years. Records, coins, and more. It's Frank's Record Shop when you shop downtown Harlingen. Fans, if you're looking for that special something that has anything to do with your favorite teams, then Sports Fans on 111 East Jackson in Harlingen is the stop to make. Fully licensed pro and college team collectibles and an assortment that grows each and every day. Check out the Facebook updates at Sports Fans. Open Tuesday through Friday, 11 to 6, and Saturdays, 10 to 5 at 111 East Jackson, or call ahead at 956-425-7600. It's Sports Fans when you shop downtown Harlingen.
Back here after a quick conversation. We thought I could get that in there. I couldn't. Kendall Archie steps in. Strike one. Runners at first and second, only one out for Devine. That's the tying run on first base. Archie, a strikeout victim her first time, hits this one a ton into center field. That's over the center fielder's head, against the wall. One run comes in to score, Ortiz. Here comes Rios. She'll come in to score. A double by Archie ties the game at 2 apiece. She rocketed that one on a rope over Bianca Cruz. And it ties this game up at 2. And that brings in Jesse Ramirez. Swing and a miss, strike one. Ramirez flied out to center field her first time up. Swing and a high fly ball into deep right center field, and that's going to be off the fence. Here comes Archie. They'll bring her home to score. Down to second base is Ramirez. Back-to-back doubles for the Arabians makes it a 3-2 game.
Back-to-back doubles by the Arabians put them up 3-2 here in the top half of the third. Ramirez coming off of the right center field wall, comes in with a stand-up double, drives in Archie all the way from second base.
3-2 game as the extra base hits are racking up. 3 hits in the game by Devine, all 3 extra base hits. A conference on the mound for the Rio Hondo Lady Cats as their coach is out there talking things over. As Annie Alvarado has been reached for 3 runs here in this third inning. Arna Martinez says, was she out at second? No, sir. Nothing doing. Here's Megan Runyon. Runyon in the game. Popped out to the catcher her first time up. Hits this one in the air to short left center field. Now coming in to make the catch. Nice play made by Bianca Cruz. Runyon's retired for the second out. That brings in Allison Taylor. Taylor flied out to center field, so a lot of fly ball outs here in this game so far as the Arabians have come out swinging. First pitch coming. Swing and a line drive into short center field. That's going to be a diving catch is made for the out. That saved a run, Bianca Cruz. And the inning comes to an end. Rio Hondo gives up 3 runs. They do so on 2 hits. A diving catch saves a run. And Rio Hondo trails this one 3-2. We'll be back.
And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know.
My name is Ruben Reyna. I have been a music instructor for 30 years. I want all you veterans to come and take free piano guitar lessons. Call me for more information.
Back here, we head to the bottom of the third inning. And in this one, the Rio Hondo Lady Bobcats jumped out to a 1-0 lead in the first inning off a home run off the bat of Bianca Cruz. In the second inning, a leadoff double by Domo de Jesus. She was brought home on an RBI sacrifice fly by Kelsey Pizarro. It was a 2-0 game after 2. In the top of this third inning, it was a fielder's choice. Or it was an error that started it off. Julie Ortiz reached on an error. Then after one was down, a fielder's choice on another error, 2 base runners, and then back-to-back doubles by Kendall Archie and Jesse Ramirez. Ties this game and then gives the Arabians a 3-2 lead as we head to this bottom of the third inning. So, again, wind blowing out. Anything's going to be a chance to be a big play here. Athene Arazo will hit first. Anthony Arazo hits for the first time in the day. First pitch coming here in the bottom of the third, and a foul ball back to the screen. One game decides this series. And right now, each team has enjoyed a lead as we're in this bottom of the third. Arazo, and then Nayeli Garcia, Bianca Cruz. Anybody gets on Annie Alvarado here in this third inning. That one's high for a ball, evens the count at 1-1. One ball, one strike. Bianca Cruz will hit this inning. She's already got a home run and a diving catch. So you'd like to see a couple runners on if you're the Rio Hondo bunch. Ahead of Cruz, who right now is having a game. And those clouds look menacing out across center field now. That doesn't look like sprinkles. Cruz reaches. Arazo reaches. And that brings in Nayeli Garcia. As Arazo was hit by the pitch. Nayeli Garcia grounded out to third her first time up. 0 for 1 on the day. First pitch coming here. Low for a ball, 1-0. Garcia, then Cruz stands on deck. On the mound, Taylor Carr. Couple of strikeouts in the game for Carr. Brings it home to Garcia. Misses for ball 2. Base runners in every inning for both teams as we're in this bottom of the third. And again, we thank you for joining us here on RealSportsLive.com. Garcia waits. Carr spins it home. Low for ball 3. Hit batsman, and now a 3-0 count to Garcia. And we'll see if she's got the take sign on here with Cruz standing on deck. Tying runs at first base. The 3-0 pitch to Garcia. In there for a strike. Taking all the way. Again, like I told you, our camera angle, I kind of like it. Both coaches for tomorrow morning's game had asked us not to film behind the plate. That was their only request. But at least they were going to allow us to unveil the curtain and broadcast the game. Strike 2 called to Garcia. In the Harlingen South game, my friends, we're going to broadcast Harlingen South as far as we can, as the throw to first is not in time. We'll continue to broadcast Harlingen South as long as we can. However, they do not want any games filmed. Still going with that tradition of not wanting to be scouted. Next pitch coming to Garcia. Low for a walk. 2 aboard. And here comes Cruz. And like I said, with the way this night's went for Bianca Cruz, if you're Rio Hondo, you'd like to have some runners on board. That's the case. 2 on, nobody out. Cruz homered opposite field her first time up. Got one up, and it sailed over the left field fence. Timeout called as coach comes out to talk things over with Taylor Carr. 11 o'clock our broadcast tomorrow from the same field right here. It's going to be a busy place tomorrow. They've got a baseball playoff game on the field next door. Tonight they were honoring all the athletes here at Toloso Midway. It wasn't a giant crowd coming in. There's a nice crowd now in the stands. But tomorrow this place will be crazy. Ball 1 misses. 1-0 to Cruz. She went opposite field her first time up for a home run. Tying run down at second base. Next one coming. Strike called. Evens the count at 1-1. Wind now blowing dead out to center field. That's how it was to start this game. Cruz waits for the next one. Fouls it at her feet. Count goes to 1-2. Carr would like a strikeout. Cruz, at worst, would like to move the runners up. Second and third, nobody, or first and second, nobody out. Cruz waits for the next one. And here it is. That's low in the dirt. Evens the count at 2-2. Softball tonight from here, tomorrow from here, tomorrow from Cabinets Field, and then we'll be covering IWFA football for the evening hours. There's a fly ball into right center field. That gets down for a hit. Runner had a late break. Everybody will stay in check, and the bases are loaded. Second hit of the game for Bianca Cruz. Loads the bases with nobody out here for the Rio Hondo Lady Cats. And that brings in Annie Alvarado. That's the sixth hit of this game between the two teams. First hit, it's not an Alvarado plays ball one. Nowhere to put Alvarado. Next one coming. Swing and a pop-up. Foul ball out of play. Now the clouds are moving in a big, big way, and they're starting to affect our internet. Wow. Lots of things going against us. The fans watching the game, if we got it, we got our signal now, but the clouds coming in are threatening, and they're starting to affect our internet. So that could shut that down. We'll keep our cameras rolling as long as we can here in this game. Bases loaded. Pitch coming. Swing and a pop-up on the infield. Infield fly rule applies, and the first out's applied. Alvarado can't get a run home. Brings in Abby Torres. Torres 1 for 1 on the day. Actually, she had a single. As the Lady Cats had 2 hits in that first inning, a home run and the single. So there's been 7 hits in this game, and 2 of them have been singles. There's a pop-up on the infield. 2 big outs here as Taylor Carr trying to work some magic here. It was bases loaded, nobody out. Still bases loaded, now 2 outs. And Domo De Jesus steps in. De Jesus hits it in the air. Another pop-up. Shortstop and second baseman there. Inning over. Bases loaded, nobody out. 3 pop-ups. The bases loaded. We head to the 4th inning in this one. Your score remains Devine 3, Rio Hondo 2. And this is RioSportsLive.com.
For the hottest deals, go to Mi Casa Furniture.
Save at Mi Casa Furniture. 7533 Boca Chica, Brownsville.
This game heads to the fourth inning of play. We start out with a strike. The leadoff hitter. One and one the count. Holly Hagdorn steps in. Takes it low for ball two. 2-1. Rio Hondo led 1-0 after one. 2-0 after two. 3 runs across in the top of the third inning for Devine. Has them up 3-2 as we are in this fourth inning. Hagdorn waits for the 2-1. Shot down the right field line. That's a foul ball. Count goes 2-2. Hagdorn, Schneider, Ortiz. Anybody gets on, Taylor Carr will hit in this inning. Devine up 3-2. They've been out hit 4-3 in this game, but took advantage of a couple of errors in that third inning. Swing and a miss as Hagdorn's down on strikes. Just the second strikeout of the game for Annie Alvarado. Brings in Mackenzie Schneider. Clouds look dark, but it is getting dark here. Maybe it's not that. Ball one. Next one coming. Pop up. That's a fair ball. Down to second base. And now the home plate umpire is going to call that. Let's see if they allow that. No. They'll say that was a foul ball. That was right on the line. Schneider will have to return to the plate. Count goes to 1-1. Again, there is weather moving into this area right now. And fans watching on whatever platform we have it going on, there may be internet drop as a result. There's a foul ball. Chase given, but no play made. And now it's a 1-2 count on Schneider. Schneider has to protect the plate. Hit it to shorter first time up. That was back in the second inning. Strike three. Back-to-back strikeouts by Annie Alvarado. Two down. Brings in Julie Ortiz. Ortiz reached on an error first time up. Bats here in the fourth. Showed a bunt, pulled it back, took a ball. 1-0. Looking ahead to the Rio Hondo fourth, it'll be the 6, 7, and 8 hitters due up. And you want to circle an inning of missed opportunities. It was that bottom of the third for their Lady Cats. Strike called, evens the count at 1-1. Bases were loaded, nobody out. 3 consecutive pop-outs. Ended the third with the bases loaded. Ortiz waits. Takes it low, ball 2. 2-1. Our thanks to all the sponsors assisting us in bringing the broadcast your way. Downtown Harlingen, the BCIC. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 2-2 and Ortiz, and Annie Alvarado a strike away from striking out the side. She's now retired 4 in a row after giving up back-to-back doubles in the third inning when the Arabians had the hitting shoes on. Here's the 2-2. There's a little looper caught by the shortstop, and the inning comes to an end. A quick one in the fourth. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Rio Hondo trails.
Worried about going to the dentist? Don't worry. It doesn't have to be that way. We know just how you feel. Sure, it can feel a little scary. Still no? Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff are here for you. Make an appointment online Monday through Friday and open late Tuesday and Thursday till 8 p.m. From chipped or missing teeth to discoloration, we offer the latest techniques to correct all your cosmetic problems. We've been treating our patients like family for over 30 years.
Back here, we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. This is RioSportsLive.com, and for the Rio Hondo Lady Bobcats, it'll be Abby Alvarado, Kelsey Pizarro, April Adame. Anybody gets on Nathani Orozo. And the Lady Bobcats will have to try to figure out a way to get another run across against Taylor Carr. They scored 2 through the first 2, have been blanked in the third, despite having a golden chance to push some runs across. When they had the bases loaded, nobody out. Alvarado, sacrifice bunter first time up, stands in, a 1-1 pitch on the way, swing and a miss, strike 2. 2 strikeouts thus far recorded by Taylor Carr on the mound. Next one coming to Alvarado. Swinging a shot down the right field line. That's trouble, and it's a fair ball. Alvarado now will dig for second. It's a late throw, head first slide, and she's out at second base. She got a late break. And right fielder Kendall Archie guns her down. That'll go for a hit, and runner lost on the base pass for the first out here in the inning. Brings in Kelsey Pizarro. Pizarro drove in a run in the second inning on a sacrifice fly. Bats here in the fourth and takes ball 1. Pizarro waits for the next one. Misses for ball 2. 2-0. Here in the fourth. Next one coming to Kelsey Pizarro. Strike call, 2-1. Scoreboard reads 1-1. Now 2-1, they caught up. Next pitch coming to Pizarro. Low for ball 3. In the game, Taylor Carr has hit 1, walked 1, (3-1) count. That one's low. 3-2 the count. After this hitter, we'll take a quick break. We're going to change the battery on the camera. 3-2 the count. Next one coming into Pizarro. Foul ball back to the screen, keeps her alive at the plate. Nobody on, 1 out here in the fourth inning. Pizarro trying to get on base. Foul ball keeps her alive again. And again, the wind is blowing out. Just tuning in, fans. We'll share the link, if you will. Help us pass the word on the social media. We've got it on on Facebook, on YouTube, on Roku television, and Apple TV tonight. Website with some changes. We'll have those up and running. By the time you wake up in the morning, you'll see the different changes. There's another foul ball. A good at bat thus far for Pizarro. Count remains 3-2. Pizarro digs in. The 3-2 pitch from Taylor Carr. Headed home. Foul ball, an off-speed pitch, and Pizarro gets a piece of that. A good at bat again for Pizarro. Most of the other action wrapping up. My good friend Mario Madrano took care of the play-by-play down there in the Brownsville Veterans game. Next one coming to Pizarro. That's high for a walk. We'll be right back. This is RioSportsLive.com.
And I'm proud to be an American.
My name is Ruben Reyna. I have the
back here, that didn't take long. Adames at the plate. Runner at first base. One out here for the Rio Hondo Lady Cats. There's the ball high. Two and 0 the count. Rio Hondo had the bases loaded, nobody out in the third inning, couldn't get a run across. Pizarro at first base. Strike called to Adames. Adames a strikeout victim her first time up. She's 0 for 1. Rio Hondo led 2-0 early. Now trail. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Count goes 2-2 on Adames. Two balls, 2 strikes to count. Next one coming to Adames. Pop up, that's a mile high, that's in play. Carr calls everybody off and makes the play. A lot of pop outs here in this game by the Rio Hondo Lady Bobcats. 2 down, it brings in Athenia Orozo. Orozco stands in. She was hit by a pitch her first time up. That was leading off the third. She bats here in the fourth. Takes it a little low for ball 1. Well, I called it as soon as we got everything covered up with the wrappings and the cameras. The sprinkles stopped. 1-0 the count. Next pitch coming. Ball low. Throw to first base and back in time. Pizarro had a big jump off of that pitch. Managed to get back just ahead of that tag. Orozco with a chance here. 2-0, a hitter's count. Takes it a little high for ball 3. 3-0. Nayeli Garcon stands on deck, or Garcia. 3-0 the pitch. Strike called to Orozco. 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. We'll be right back here for the first pitch. Game 2 of the San Benito series. Next pitch coming to Orozco. Swing and a miss. Strikeout. So check that. Make it 3-2. 3-2 on Orozco. Carr doing a good job of mixing up the pitches. Thus far here in the game, brings it home. There's strike 3. Inning comes to an end. For Rio Hondo, no runs, no hits, or check that. 1 hit. That runner cut down on the base pass. We head to the 5th. Our score, 3-2. Devine leads Rio Hondo, and this is RioSportsLive.com.
En la barrica del show, somos buenos.
Back here in the 5th inning of play rolls around. And for Devine, it'll be Taylor Carr leading it off. 1-1 the count as she stands in, facing Annie Alvarado. Next pitch, a little high for a ball. This is now Kelsey Pizarro on the mound for the Lady Cats. Pizarro trying to keep this thing right where it's at, 3-2. Alvarado got the start. She was reached for the couple of runs, those 3 runs all in the 3rd. That's high for ball 3. Carr, Jeanette Rios, Kendall Archie. Anybody gets on Jesse Ramirez here in the 5th inning. This is a 1-game series. This decides it on who advances to round 3 in the playoffs. Orange Grove up 1-0 in their series. Right now appears to be in control of taking on the leader here. And Carr walks on 4 pitches to lead off the 5th. Brings in Jeanette Rios. Rios reached on a fielder's choice back in the 3rd inning, which ended up being an error. And that opened things up. It was back-to-back errors. There's a good bunt. Throw to second and out there. Nice throw. For the out, Kelsey Pizarro with a gutsy throw down to second base. Rios aboard. One down. Brings in Kendall Archie. Archie doubled her last time up. She's 1 for 2 on the day. Batting here in the 5th. Wind is blowing out to center field in a big way. Strike called to Kendall Archie. Jesse Ramirez on deck. Jeanette Rios down at first. 0-1 the count to Archie. Next one coming home. Way high. Runner goes down to second base. No throw. Rios now in scoring position. And a chance for Kendall Archie to get an RBI. She already has 2 of those as she doubled and scored in the 3rd. That double tied the game. The run she scored is right now the lead run in this game. Here's the 2-1. Misses for ball 2. Now it's 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Three-one pitch. Now headed home to Kendall Archie. 3-2. This is the number 3 hitter in the lineup for the Devine Arabians. Archie and Ramirez, the big guns so far here in this game. There's a shot into center field. That's a hit. Should drive in a run. Run does come in to score. Set 3rd RBI of the game for Archie. Makes it a 4-2 game.
Archie singles up the middle off the Hondo. Coming all the way in score from second base is Rios. Putting the Arabians up 4-2 here at the top half of the 5th.
And the inning continues.
One out and a runner on first base. Now at the plate, first baseman number 19,
Jesse Ramirez steps in. Ramirez swings and misses through that one. 0-1 on Ramirez. Next one coming. Strike call, 0-2. Brownsville Veterans ended up winning their game. They sweep that series in 2. So they're moving on to round 3. The 0-2 pitch headed home. That's high for a ball. Mario Medrano on the call down there on that one. One and 2 the count on Ramirez. Pizarro brings it home. That's a shot down the left field line. That's a hit. Stopping at second base is Archie. Ramirez with her second hit of the game. And it's now first and second. Brings in Megan Runyon. Runyon on the day. Popped out to the catcher in the second inning. Flied out to center field in the 3rd. Bats here in the 5th. Four-2 game. 3 runs in the 3rd. Another here in the 4th for the Arabians of Devine. Ball outside. 1-0 to Runyon. Tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock. Right back here for the San Benito. It will be game 2 of their series. There's one that gets away. Runners move up to second and third. And now Runyon could deliver a big hit for Devine. Kelsey Pizarro will have to dig deep to get out of this inning. Runyon ahead in the count 2-0. Takes it low, ball 3. Base is open now for Runyon. Allison Taylor stands on deck. It's been this middle part of the lineup that's done the damage for Devine here thus far in this game. Runyon waits for the 3-0. In there for a strike. 3-1. Wind picks up even more. It's blowing dead out to center field. Anything in the air with any kind of power has got a chance to leave this park in a hurry. Runyon stands in. 2 on, 1 out. She'll walk. Base is loaded. 1 out. Again, that base was open. So now that sets up a force at any bag. Now a big conference as the two teams will converse. Rio Hondo on the bases. Meanwhile, the Devine players will be talking over as well. We'll take a quick break. This is RioSportsLive.com.
The Harlingen Downtown District has a bit of everything, my friends, and here's an invitation for you to visit and experience a friendly environment with a taste of local business and a variety of shopping, dining, and entertainment throughout the year. Vintage shops loaded with collectibles from the past, dining that caters to all, boutiques, quilting, salons, live entertainment, and don't forget about market days on the first Saturday of each month on Jackson Street and Art Night the last Friday of the month. It's the Harlingen Downtown District, and the invitation is for you. Shop Downtown Harlingen today.
Our thanks to the Merchants Downtown Harlingen for assisting us in the broadcasting of our sports here on RioSportsLive.com. We are in Tuliso Midway, home of the Cherokee. Bases loaded for the Arabians of Devine against Rio Hondo. At the plate, Taylor. Ball 1 misses. Kelsey Pizarro in relief. Annie Alvarado started this game. Rio Hondo out 2-0 after 2 innings, and since then all the runs have belonged to Devine. They're looking for the big hit from Allison Taylor. Takes it for a ball. Now the ball's ricocheted off the batter's bat on the throw back to the pitcher. And they'll call the batter out. That's the second out of the inning, and that's strange play there. It was bases loaded, 1 out, and then as the catcher threw the ball back to the pitcher, the bat came out in between catcher and pitcher, and the ball deflected off the bat. Interference was called, and Taylor erased, and that brings in Ali Hagdorn. Hagdorn steps in. Walked in the second inning, struck out in the fourth, and Pizarro with a new life could try to get out of this inning now. Misses for ball 1 to Hagdorn. In the fifth for Rio Hondo, you got the right hitters up if you're rooting for the Lady Bobcats. 1, 2, and 3 in the inning. Can Pizarro get him out of this jam here in the fifth? Hagdorn hits that one in the air to right field. That drops for a hit. 1 run scores. Here comes the second run in to score. Down to third base goes Runyon. Hagdorn with a 2-out, 2 RBI single makes it a 6-2 game.
Hagdorn with the single drives in 2 more runs for the Arabians. Puts them up 6-2.
3 runs across in the inning and counting for Devine. Time called, Rio Hondo. They'll make a pitching change as Andy Alvarado back on the mound. Big two-out hit right there for Hallie Hagdorn. It's now a 6-2 game. Take a quick timeout. This is Rio.
At the age of 22, I decided that I wanted to join the military. Once that was finished, I wanted to go and, exercise my mind and get an education.
I wanted to do something positive for my children, to provide for them financially, and I wanted to give back to the community.
My parents were here going to school back when I was a kid, so honestly it was just a natural choice.
I don't have to leave to a bigger university. I can do it here in my hometown at my community college.
Mackenzie Schneider steps in. Andy Alvarado brings the first one home, and that's high for ball one. First and third for Devine. This is the 8th hitter to hit in the inning for the Arabians. Ball 2. 2-0. 11 o'clock tomorrow, right back here at this field. Meanwhile, Freddie Heredia down in Laredo, taking care of baseball for us. Check swing in ball 3. Then we'll move across town up in this part of the world for Harlingen South. That'll be an audio only. Let me just throw that out there again. Audio only on the Harlingen South game tomorrow. Ball 4. Walk to Schneider on 4 pitches. Bases loaded again for the Arabians. And here comes Julie Ortiz. Ortiz, the 9th hitter to hit in the inning for the Arabians. Ball 1 high. Rio Hondo Lady Cats will have to put their hitting shoes on here in this game. 6 consecutive runs across for Devine. Ortiz. That one misses. Ball 2. 3 walks already here in this inning by Rio Hondo pitching. Ortiz waits for the next one. That's high. Ball 2. 2-0. Next one coming. There's a strike call. It's now a 3-1 count. Two down here in this 5th. Ball 4, a walk, pushes a run across. That makes it a 7-0 game, or 7-2 game.
Ortiz draws a walk, brings in another run for the Arabians. Now at the plate, the leadoff hitter, the pitcher number 2, Taylor Carr.
That brings in Taylor Carr. Carr walked to start this inning off here in the 5th. Bats here for a second time. She has a hit today. That was a double. And now, as the pitcher of record for the Arabians, she could help her cause in a big, big way. She has a double today. If she delivers another one of those type of hits, that would be a big-time dagger at the Rio Hondo Lady Bobcats. Pitch coming to Carr. Pop up. Foul ball out of play. Strike 1. Nowhere to put Carr. Misses for a ball, 1-1. Wind continues to blow straight out to center field. Carr with enough power to reach these fences easy without the wind assisting. Hits this one, a shot deep left center field. That is going to be in the gap. It's going to clear the bases. 3 runs will come in to score. Carr with her second double of the game makes it a 10-2 game. No way the outfield could catch that. Three RBIs for Carr. And the 5th continues after this on Rio Sports Live.
At Illuminations, we're a one-stop shop. We have all the lighting you need for your new home, outdoor lighting, ceiling fans, chandeliers. So when you're building your new home, we work well with your builder. We'll get your floor plans, or we'll walk the house if we need to, make sure all the light fixtures that you get are gonna work and are gonna look good together. Illuminations is a family-owned business. We've been in business for 17 years now. My parents actually were in the construction industry prior to opening the store, and it was during this time that they noticed a need for a store like ours, one that would provide the customer service that contractors and new homeowners are looking for, and eliminate the headaches that you might get when you're shopping at a big box store and you don't get that one-on-one customer service. The Brownsville area is really growing. There's a lot of movement, there's a lot of construction, there's a lot of excitement. So we're glad that we finally have a store here that customers can come look at our products here locally. I invite you to come discover Brownsville.
Worried about going to the dentist? Don't worry. It doesn't have to be that way. We know just how you feel. Sure, it can feel a little scary. Still no? Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff are here for you. Make an appointment online Monday through Friday and open late Tuesday and Thursday till 8 p.m. From chipped or missing teeth to discoloration, we offer the latest techniques to correct all your cosmetic problems. We've been treating our patients like family for over 30 years.
New pitcher in the game now for the Rio Hondo Lady Bobcats as Dominique DeJesus steps in. She'll try to shut this down here in the 5th inning. Jeanette Rios at the plate, runner at second base. As a big 5th inning has opened up for Devine. 7 runs across and counting. This Rio Hondo team is capable of putting up crooked numbers on the scoreboard. They'll have to battle here now. The Arabians have opened this one up here in the 5th. Rios in this inning reached on a fielder's choice and scored a run. Reached on an error in the 3rd. Has scored 2 runs in the game. 2-1 now the count. This is the first time she'll face DeJesus. Alvarado started the game. Kelsey Pizarro in relief. Low for a walk. Two aboard. That's now 5 walks in the inning issued by Rio Hondo pitching. Archie, who's 2 for 3 on the day with 3 RBIs. Takes ball 1. Kendall Archie doubled and drove in 2 in the 3rd. Singled drove in a run in the 5th, has scored 2 runs. Low in the dirt. Good play that time by Alvarado to keep that one in front of her. 2-0 the count now to Archie. She becomes a more dangerous hitter here. Hits this one on a rope in the center field. That's a hit. Runner comes around. She'll score. Another RBI for Archie. And that makes it 11-2.
Archie singles up the middle, showing her speed. Carr scores from second base. Once again, runners at first and second base with 2 outs. Now this time at the plate, number 19.
Still 2 outs, and here's Jesse Ramirez. Ramirez also has a couple of hits today. Fouls that one away for strike 1. This is the 13th hitter to hit here in the 5th inning. For the Devine Arabians. Ramirez takes one a little high, evens the count at 1-1. One thing about it, Taylor Carr has been on the bench a long time. When she returns to the mound, will she be able to stick with what she's been doing thus far, allowing just a couple of runs across? Ball 2. 11-2 game. DeJesus spins a 2-1 home. Swing and a miss. Throw to third and out there. Inning comes to an end, but what an inning. In the 5th. 8 runs across on 5 hits. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Rio Hondo will have the 1, 2, and 3 hitters due up. They'll have to go to work because Devine now leads this one 11-2. Back after this on RioSportsLive.com.
For the hottest deals, go to Mi Casa Furniture.
Save at Mi Casa Furniture.
7533 Boca Chica, Brownsville.
A+ Uniforms has just what you need for a professional look with quality and a personal touch that will take care of what you need. A uniform is a tool of many professionals, and at A+, they have the variety of choices to set you in motion today. All at an affordable cost and a convenience of a local business. 109 North 3rd Street is A+ Uniforms when you shop downtown Harlingen.
Taylor Carr back to the mound. Naeli Garcia stands in for Rio Hondo. Ball 1 and now strike 1, and away we go in the bottom of the 5th inning. For the Rio Hondo Lady Cats, it'll be Garcia, Cruz, Alvarado. Anybody gets on, Torres. 1, 2, and 3 in the lineup. Carr back on the mound. Now with an 11-2 lead. Spins it home to Garcia. Low ball 2. Carr on the day has a couple of strikeouts. Make that 3 strikeouts. Hit 1, walked 2. Inside for a ball. It's now 3-1 to Garcia. I said last inning, this Rio Hondo team has shown the capability of putting crooked numbers on the scoreboard. Can they match an 8th spot? Ball 4 low. Garcia walks for a second time in the day. That's how the bottom of the fifth gets started, and it brings in Bianca Cruz. Fans just joining us, go back to the third inning, and that was this pivotal inning of this ball game up until the fifth. The top of the third, 3 runs were pushed across by Devine to take a lead. There's a strike call to Cruz. In the bottom of the third, Rio Hondo responded, loaded the bases with nobody out. 3 consecutive pop-outs ended the rally, no runs across. There's a shot a mile out of here, but foul. Cruz way out in front of that one. And now is in the hole 0-2. Bianca on the day is 2 for 2 with a home run and a single. Bats here in the fifth, has to protect the plate. 0-2 is low in the dirt for a ball. 1-2. Garcia down at first. They're going to need multiple base runners to get back in this game, so she's not going to take many chances. Cruz wanting to get on for a third time on the day. Ball 2. 2-2. It was a walk to start it. Walks played a factor in the fifth for Devine. Cruz waits for the next one from Taylor Carr. There's a shot into right field. That's a hit. Right fielder misplays the ball. Comes in with a nice strong throw to third. Garcia stops at second. Cruz with her third hit of the game. First and second, nobody out. That brings in Annie Alvarado. Alvarado's 0 for 2 on the day. As it's this part of the lineup that needs to respond after that third inning. 3 consecutive pop-outs after the bases were loaded. Alvarado takes it low for ball 1. One nothing after 1, 2-0 after 2. Rio Hondo led. Since then, it's been all Devine with a run scored. There's a hard hit ball into center field. That's a hit. Runner will come in. Now stay at third. Back to second, safe there. Back to third, safe there. Bases loaded. Nobody out. First hit of the game for Alvarado, and it brings in Abby Torres. Torres has a hit today. Single in the first. Second time Rio Hondo's loaded the bases to start an inning. Torres hits it foul, looking opposite field, strike 1. Tomorrow morning we're back on the air with high school softball right here on this same field at Toloso Midway. San Benito in town. Torres, nowhere to put her. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Taylor Carr. Low in the dirt for a ball, 1-1. On deck is Domo de Jesus. Torres wants to deliver something big here for Rio Hondo. Hits it in the middle. That's a hit. 1 run scores. Here comes another run. A play at the plate, nothing there. 2 RBIs for Torres. Makes it an 11-4 game. Still nobody out. Timeout call. That's the Arabians will talk things over. Lady Bobcats try to respond to an 8-run fifth. Right now they trail 11-4. This is RealSportsLive.com. Looking to add that special look to your home? Then stop by Nip and Tuck Draperies in downtown Harlingen. With a wide assortment of draperies, blinds, bedspreads, and more, they specialize in creating exactly what you want. Quilting done right in the shop, in the workroom. Open Monday through Friday, or call today for free estimates at 956-428-4331. Visit us on Facebook or stop by 214 East Jackson. It's Nip and Tuck Draperies as you shop downtown Harlingen. Back here in the fifth inning, 2 on. Damo DeJesus stands in for the Lady Bobcats. Swings and misses, and count evens at 1-1. DeJesus on the day has a double. Also popped out in the third. She's 1 for 2. 2 on, nobody out here for Rio Hondo. That's high and away. Ball 2 to DeJesus. Abby Alvarado stands on deck. Taylor Carr still with a comfortable lead, up 7 runs. There's a bunt missed for a strike by DeJesus. Meanwhile, there is action in the bullpen as Devine, the Arabians, will have a pitcher warming up. DeJesus at the plate, trying to keep this inning going for Rio Hondo. Hits it hard, up the middle, that's another hit. Run comes to the plate, play there, cut off. Another run across, it's 11-5. DeJesus with an RBI. I said in that top of the inning that the right hitters were coming up and that Rio Hondo was capable of putting crooked numbers on the scoreboard. But again, how do you respond to an 8-run inning? Right now, the first 5 have reached for the Lady Bobcats. Alvarado takes it high for ball 1. This is Abby Alvarado. She's singled in the 4th. Laid down a sacrifice bunt in the 2nd. Batting here in the 5th. Low, throw to first. Safe there. That was a good throw. I mean, as soon as that ball was caught, you could see DeJesus just got her hand back on the bag. All first baseman Jesse Ramirez had to do was catch it, and that ball was in position to make the tag. 2-0 the count to Alvarado. See if Abby's taking here. Swinging, pops it up. That's an infield fly. Out recorded. One down. Brings in Kelsey Pizarro. Pizarro on the day has an RBI. Sacrifice fly in the 2nd. She walked in the 4th. She bats here in the 5th. And now you start looking at, as a strike is in there to Pizarro. If you're Rio Hondo, these 2 runners aboard, you almost have to put them across. You don't dare look up and say, we'll get 8 runs to equal what happened in the top of the inning, but you want to cut into it as much as you can, especially with base runners on the and just 1 out. 1-1 now the count on Pizarro. Carr brings it home. Strike 2 call. Throw to first. Back in time is Jesus. Now the Lady Bobcats trying to get something going by having the Arabians throw that ball around the bases. Pizarro at the plate. fouls it back. Had a good swing at that. Count goes to 1-2. The first 5 have reached base here for Rio Hondo in the 5th. Pizarro at the plate. Changeup, pops it up into short left field. That may drop. It will. Drops. Now a play at third, maybe over to third. Safe there. And the bases are loaded. Bases loaded. Still 1 out. That'll go for a hit by Pizarro. And here's April Adames. Ball 1 is low. It's trying to rain again. Bases loaded, 1 out. This time it's not sprinkles. These are some harder drops coming down. 2-0 to Adames. Two balls, no strikes. On deck is Arrozo. Ball 3. There's nowhere to put Adames. It's raining a little harder. Again, I threw this out there earlier, my friends. If we get too much rain here, I'm going to have to shut down. Wow, I would hate that. I may shut down the camera. I may try to keep audio going as long as I possibly can. But again, we're out in the elements here at Deloso Midway. Rain was expected tonight, later, but the way this game is going, it is going to eat into this time. We got a late start, 7:30 start. We were all worried about that coming in. We knew if we got an early start, we had a chance to get this in before any of this real threat of rain came across. Now we're past 9 o'clock. Ball 4, a walk to Adames. Run across. Inning continues. It's now 11-6. Now it looks like the Arabians will make a pitching change. We'll take a break. This is RioSportsLive.com.
The Harlingen Downtown District has a bit of everything, my friends, and here's an invitation for you to visit and experience a friendly environment with a taste of local business and a variety of shopping, dining, and entertainment throughout the year. Vintage shops loaded with collectibles from the past, dining that caters to all, boutiques, quilting, salons, live entertainment, and don't forget about market days on the first Saturday of each month on Jackson Street and Art Night the last Friday of the month. It's the Harlingen Downtown District, and the invitation is for you. Shop Downtown Harlingen today.
And the rain continues to come down. Again, my friends, I'll probably, at the start, I'll have to shut the camera off. We've got it covered right now. But this isn't sprinkles. This is rain starting to come down. And we'll have to probably go with audio only. Strike called to Garcia. Bases loaded. Garcia started the inning with a walk. She scored a run. 2 down. That's low for a ball. 1-1. Golly. Rain is real. We will shut the camera off after this inning, my friends, unless something miraculous happens. I apologize, but that's just the way our equipment is set up right now. I can't take a chance of ruining it at all to keep one game going. Strike 2 to Garcia. Wind blowing harder, rain coming down harder. Swing and a shot into left center field, over the left fielder's head. This will clear the bases. 2-run score. Here comes a 3rd run coming home. She falls to the ground. Now a play at the plate, safe there. Down to third base goes Garcia. It's an 11-9 game. That'll go as a double and an error. And 7 runs later, here in the inning, Rio Hondo is back in this game. And now the tying run comes to the plate. Pitching change. We'll be back. I'm going to see what else I can cover up. This is Rio Sports Live.
En la barrita del show somos buena gente.
Back here, and thanks again for joining us on RioSportsLive.com. I've got everything covered up. Camera's in good shape. We're covered pretty well down there. It's the equipment that I'm broadcasting with that I'm worried about now. My score sheet is pretty much toast. I would give anything for a couple of umbrellas right now. Bianca Cruz stands in. Cruz on the day has a hit in this inning, has hit a home run, and as she stands at the plate, she represents the tying run in this game. 2 outs here in the 5th. Ball 2. 2-0. Rain still coming down. Cruz takes it outside for ball 3. Alvarado stands on deck. Man, everything I got is wet right now. On my table, at least. There's a walk to Cruz. The tying run is on base now for Rio Hondo. Rain coming down. Brings in Annie Alvarado. Alvarado 1 for 3 on the day. She singled here in this 5th. Takes a strike. 0-1. Tying run on at first base for Rio Hondo. Ball high. Runner takes a big break. Now down to second base, uncontested. Tying run is close as second base for the Rio Hondo Lady Bobcats. Devine scored 8 runs in the top of this 5th. Ball misses. Raining a little more. Man, oh man, what can I do with this stuff? The 2-1 pitch headed home. Ball 3. 3-1. A hitter's count now for Annie Alvarado. The 3-1 pitch. Strike call. It's 3-2. Big pitch here in this ball game. Alvarado with a hit could probably tie it up. Takes ball 4. Bases loaded for Rio Hondo. It brings in Abby Torres. Torres on the day, a couple of hits, including a 2 RBI single here in this 5th. Bats for a second time in the 5th inning. Torres takes a strike. On the mound is Bella Gutierrez. Taylor Carr, the starter, had been chased here in this 5th. Strike 2 called. Momentum would swing back to Devine if they can get out of this 5th and still have a lead. Foul ball. Count remains 0-2 on Abby Torres. Domo de Jesus on deck has a couple of hits she'd like to hit here in this inning. That one's low. Wasted pitch for a 1-2 count. Rain, go away. Rain, go away, please. Foul ball off the screen. 15 runs in this inning between these two teams. Rio Hondo has responded here in the bottom of the 5th. Torres with a chance to deliver a big, meaningful hit here. Hits it in the air. Line drive caught by the second baseman for the out. That saved a couple of runs, and it preserves the lead for Devine on a diving catch by Julie Ortiz. We head to the 6th. 11-9. Devine leads Rio Hondo. This is RealSportsLive.com.
The Harlingen Downtown District has a bit of everything, my friends, and here's an invitation for you to visit and experience a friendly environment with a taste of local business and a variety of shopping, dining, and entertainment throughout the year. Vintage shops loaded with collectibles from the past, dining that caters to all, boutiques, quilting, salons, live entertainment, and don't forget about market days on the first Saturday of each month on Jackson Street and Art Night the last Friday of the month. It's the Harlingen Downtown District, and the invitation is for you. Shop Downtown Harlingen today.
At the age of 22, I decided that I wanted to join the military. Once that was finished, I wanted to go and, exercise my mind and get an education.
I wanted to do something positive for my children, to provide for them financially, and I wanted to give back to the community.
My parents were here going to school back when I was a kid, so honestly it was just a natural choice.
I don't have to leave to a bigger university. I can do it here in my hometown at my community college.
Sixth inning rolls around, and Jessica Ramirez on a ground ball to second is retired for the first out, a quick out. After the two teams combined for 15 runs in the fifth inning, that's the way the sixth gets underway. Top of the sixth. For the Arabians, it's the 5, 6, and 7 hitters up. Ramirez brings in Megan Runyon. Big swing there. All right, I think the rain's letting up. Maybe I shouldn't say that too loud. Next one coming to Runyon. There's a ground ball to short. Throw to first on the money. 2 down. Brings in Allison Taylor. Allison Taylor, 0 for 3 on the day. Looking ahead to the Rio Hondo 6th. They'll have the cleanup hitter up. There's a base hit into left field. Gonna say we've had 1-2-3 inning between these two teams in this game, and that happened in the 4th. 6th continues for the Arabians, and it brings in Hallie Hagdorn. Hagdorn has been on base twice with an RBI single. She drove in 2 runs in that big 5th inning. Line score, 3 runs in the 3rd, 8 runs in the 5th for Devine. There's a hard hit ball into center field. That's another hit. Taylor stops at second. Hagdorn, her second hit of the game. 2 on, 2 out. And that brings in Mackenzie Schneider. There's a shot into left field. That's down. Past the left fielder. Run comes in to score. Stopping at first is Schneider. That's an RBI. A 2-out rally now for the Arabians. That makes it 12-9. 12-9 game. Courtesy runner in the game for the Arabians is checking in as Don. Trying to keep my mouth dry, trying to keep anything dry that I can right now. That's not easy. Rio Hondo will make another pitching change as Kelsey Pizarro comes back in. Meanwhile, I'll try to dry some things off. Back right after.
Southern Beauty Spa and Salon is a perfect stop when looking for a full-service salon. Located in downtown Harlingen at 207 West Jackson Street, Southern Beauty offers full body waxing, spray tans, makeup, massage, and more. Specializing in hair care and offering haircuts, highlights as well. Need nails done? Southern Beauty Spa and Salon is ready for manicures, pedicures, shellac, and solar. A Brazilian blowout certified salon is Southern Beauty Spa and Salon, downtown Harlingen, Texas.
Julie Ortiz steps in now for Devine. They've got a run across here in this 6th inning. There's a hard hit ball to short. Over to second. Inning comes to an end. In the inning, a run across. 3 hits, all came with 2 outs. And we head to the bottom of the 6th. Rio Hondo will have the 4, 5, and 6 hitters due up. They trail by 3. This is RioSportsLive.com.
Frank's Collection Record Shop has a collection of vinyl records that rivals anyone, anywhere. Located in the back of the Antique Emporium on 123rd East Jackson Street, Frank's Record Shop has been delivering the best sounds from any age or style throughout the years. Records, coins, and more. It's Frank's Record Shop when you shop downtown Harlingen. A&B's Cafe is just the right spot for your lunchtime or early morning cravings, as they have a terrific menu and environment that make you feel right at home. Be sure to check out the soups and sandwiches of the day. You have to try one of the specialty coffee or cappuccinos with an assortment of flavors that's sure to meet your heart's desire. J&B Cafe also offers small catering jobs and private parties. Open daily, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. in downtown Harlingen at 204 East Jackson Street. Call ahead at 956-425-5282 or stop by. It's J&B Cafe when shopping downtown Harlingen.
Back here on RioSportsLive.com, Joe Bowling with you. Thanks again for joining us. If you left us in the 5th inning when Canyon scored 8 runs, welcome back. Rio Hondo with 7 runs in their own. There's a ground ball to the pitcher and 1 out as Abby Torres is erased. To start this 6th inning for the Rio Hondo Lady Bobcats. That was DeJesus. And here's Abby Alvarado. Alvarado steps in, looking for her first hit of the day. Takes it high for ball 1. Back on the mound is Bella Gutierrez. Came in relief last inning for Taylor Carr. There's a pop-up, and a catch is made. 2 down. 2 down, it brings in Kelsey Pizarro. Rio Hondo has had base runners in every inning. They're assured the leadoff hitter will hit in this game, regardless of what Pizarro does here in this at-bat. Ball 1 low. I think I decoyed you there, fans. There's no runners on. Nobody on. 2 outs here in this bottom of the 6th inning. Ball 2. San Benito wins their first game. They'll look to wrap up their series here tomorrow. We'll be on the air with you on that one about 10:45 a.m. Pizarro hits that one on the ground. Slow roller. Second baseman gets to it. A 1-2-3. 6th for the Bobcats of Rio Hondo. We've had just 2 of those type innings here in this game. Head to the 7th. Devine leads this one 12-9. Back after this on RioSportsLive.com.
The reason we made this quesadillas Tres Marias is because there's a little village in Mexico that it's really popular and it's known for its quesadillas. You're gonna come to my kitchen and you're gonna see that we have no cans. Everything is fresh. We use achote. We do the mole ourselves. We have 3 types of quesadillas. One is flour tortilla. We have nixtamal made handmade tortilla. And our specialty, which are the fried tortillas. That's the concept we bring to the north of Mexico and south of Texas. For me, this is not only a business, it's my house, it's my career, it's my family, it's my friends that come here. Brownsville, it's a gentle city, a kind city. I invite you to come discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
At the age of 22, I decided that I wanted to join the military. Once that was finished, I wanted to go and, exercise my mind and get an education.
I wanted to do something positive for my children, to provide for them financially, and I wanted to give back to the community.
My parents were here going to school back when I was a kid, so honestly, it was just a natural choice.
I don't have to leave to a bigger university. I can do it here in my hometown at my community college.
This game heads to the 7th, the top side of inning number 7. And it will be the leadoff hitter. Taylor Carr will lead things off. Carr followed by Jeanette Rios and Kendall Archie. Carr's been all over the bases today. Couple of doubles. Fouls this one away for strike one. Seventh inning. Rio Hondo, 9 runs. Not enough yet as Devine's pushed 12 across. Carr's been a big part of that. Takes it high, evens the count at 1-1. Rain is stopped. Wind continues to blow out to center field. Carr stands in. The 1-1 pitch from Pizarro. Ground ball to third. Throw to first, out there. 5-3 on the put out, 1 down. Brings in Jeanette Rios. Each team with 11 hits in this game. Rio steps in. She's been on base 3 times. That 5th inning was huge for both teams. 8 runs scored by Devine. 7 runs scored by Rio Hondo. How many will it take to get a win here in this one? This is a 1-game series. Wow, how much fun would this have been to have a best of 3? Ball 1 misses to Rios. Kendall Archie on deck. She's been on base 3 times. Up and down the lineup, base runners for both of these teams. Next one coming to Rios in the dirt. Ball 2. 2-0. We're right back on the air tomorrow morning. San Benito will look to wrap up their 3-game series now after they got a win this morning, or this evening. They'll play in the morning. From there, we'll see. Right now, we're looking audio only for Harlingen South in the afternoon. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a hard hit ball. Caught at first for the out. 2 down. April Adames with that snare. Brings in Kendall Archie. Archie on the day has 3 hits, a double, a couple of singles, and has driven in 4 runs. Takes it high for a ball. She drove in a couple runs in the 5th inning by herself. Stands in here. Base is empty. 2 down. In the Rio Hondo 7th, they'll have the 8 and 9 hitters due up to lead it off. And then it's to the top of the order. Archie at the plate. Pizarro in there for a strike, 2-1. Devine put a run across in the 6th after the first 2 were retired. Foul ball. Good swing by Archie. Count goes to 2-2. So they, like the Rio Hondo Lady Cats, capable of producing runs despite the fact there are 2 outs. Archie trying to get on. Pizarro trying to keep this right where it's at. Rio Hondo will need at least 2 base runners to bring the tying run to the plate in the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout, and the inning comes to an end. A 1-2-3 7th. Pizarro gets the job done on her end. Now, can the offense come to life for the Rio Hondo Bobcats? Devine 3 outs away from winning this game and this series. Back after this on RioSportsLive.com.
My name is Ruben Reyna. I have been a music instructor for 30 years. I want all you veterans to come and take free piano guitar lessons. Call me for more information.
En la barrita del show somos buena gente.
Bottom of the 7th has arrived here on RioSportsLive.com in Toulouse Midway. We went through some sprinkles. We went through a little rain. We've had a lot of runs scored. And does the Rio Hondo Lady Bobcats have any magic left here in this one? Leading it off is April Adame. Walked and scored in the 5th inning. Takes ball 1. We are underway. Lady Bobcats win in order in the 6th inning. Ball 2 misses. Back on the mound, Bella Gutierrez. Came in relief for Taylor Carr. Foul ball. Takes the count to 2-1. Nobody on or out here in the bottom of the 7th. Ball 3. Lady Bobcats are going to need a couple of base runners here in this inning. There's another foul ball, and that's right over here by us. Takes the count full, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. April Adame, Athenia Roscoe, then Nayeli Garcia. Anybody gets on, Bianca Cruz. Adame waits, takes it low for a walk. Leadoff runner aboard. Brings in Orozco. Orozco has been on twice. Now they're going to talk things over. Big conversation going on. After Adame reached base. Big conversation going on. Lady Bobcats still need another base runner to bring the tying run to the plate. Adame down at first. Orozco at the plate. Nayeli Garcia on deck. Orozco Walked or hit by a pitch in the third. Reached on an error in the fifth. Strikeout victim in the fourth and takes ball one. A walk to lead it off to Adame. Orozco will try to get on base anyway, anyhow. Foul ball, 1-1. Thanks again for watching us here on RealSportsLive.com. If you get a chance, pass the word around to other fans out there. 1-1 the count. Next one coming. Bunt, that's a foul ball. Takes the count to 1-2. Garcia stands on deck. That's the top of the lineup for the Rio Hondo Lady Bobcats. Orozco waits. Grounds that one. That's a tough play. Catcher gets to it, throws to first, and safe at first base is Orozco. She beats it out. Tying run comes to the plate. In the presence of Nayeli Garcia. Fans, again, I want to remind you that as another conference takes place, I want to remind you that these coaches have asked that this game be pulled. They don't want to be scouted after this round. So watch it if you get a chance later tonight, but after that, I'm going to have to pull it. It'll be back up later on. I'll see if I can put together a highlight reel. Looking for an editor, looking for announcers, looking for camera operators. Doing everything I can to expand this thing in a hurry. Nayeli Garcia steps in. The first two have reached, meaning that she represents a tying run. Now the wind is blowing out of here in a hurry to dead center field. Garcia takes a strike. She grounded out to third in the first, walked in the third, walked and scored in the fifth, doubled in the fifth. Stands in here in the seventh. Takes it high, 1-1. A walk and a single for the Rio Hondo Lady Bobcats here in the bottom of the seventh inning. Garcia hits it hard into left field for a hit. Here comes a run around to score. Tying run on base as Garcia delivers with an RBI single. Still first and second. Still nobody out. It's 11-10. That brings in Bianca Cruz. Now, what a game Bianca Cruz has had. On base 4 times, including a home run. She represents what would be the winning run as she stands in here in the seventh. Takes it low for ball one. Cruz homered in the first, singled in the third, singled and scored in the fifth, and walked in the fifth as well. Tying run is at first base. Cruz fouls it away to the opposite field. Her home run was that way. It went to the left field. At worst, Cruz wants to move these runners into scoring position. At best, she could walk off this game with a winning hit. Stands in. The count is 1-1. That gets away. It's a foul ball. It went off of Cruz's bat. Count goes to 1-2. Bianca Cruz at the plate. She's the number 2 hitter in the lineup, so you got the right hitters up if you're a Rio Hondo fan. Devine trying to close it down. Bella Gutierrez in relief. 1 ball, 2 strike count, and the pitch. Cruz hits it hard into left field. Run comes to score. It gets away. The tying run to third. The tying run coming in to score. Cruz down to second base. It's 12-12. Bianca Cruz. And they're going nuts in the stands for Rio Hondo. The winning run is now at second base with nobody out. for Rio Hondo. That'll be the 4th hit of the game for Cruz. Big conversations now all over the place. On the mound at the Rio Hondo side of things. Quick break if you had a commercial.
My name is Ruben Reyna. I have been a music instructor for 30 years. I want all you veterans to come and take free piano guitar lessons. Call me for more information.
Gonna have to bring it back as Annie Alvarado stands in, my friends. First pitch to Annie is in there for a strike call. The winning run stands at second base in the presence of Bianca Cruz. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Alvarado has a hit on the day. Wants to bunt, fouls it off quickly. 1-2 the count. It was 11-2 at one time, my friends. Devine had a lead heading into the bottom of the 5th inning. We now have the winning run for the Rio Hondo Bobcats standing at second base. Nobody out, bottom of the 7th inning. Alvarado at the plate. Takes it high. Ball 2. Again, how fun would this series have been to have gone best of 3? 24 runs scored between the two teams. And it's not enough yet. We'll need another one. Ball low to Alvarado. Runner down at second base is the winning run for Rio Hondo. Cruz hits it on the ground to short. Play to first. Now they'll get her at second base, and she is out at second base. Nice play by Jeanette Rios, the shortstop. A heads-up play as she catches Cruz off guard. One down. And that brings in Abby Torres. Now, Rio Hondo is challenging that call. They're going to say that she was juggling the ball. They're going to bring the umpires out to talk it over. Cruz is saying that she was juggling the ball when she tried to make that tag, and it is a tag play there. It's not a force. And they're going to talk it over. This will be a big call here. I've got it for an out. That's what was called. She's out. One down. And so Alvarado will run the bases. She's at first, still representing the winning run for Rio Hondo. Devine trying to get this thing into extra innings. Abby Torres at the plate, has a couple of hits, has a couple of RBIs, has a run scored. Alvarado down at first base. Pitch to Torres, swinging a shot into left field. That's a hit. Down the line. Down to second base goes Alvarado. Torres with her third hit. Runners at first and second, still one out. That brings in Domo de Jesus. De Jesus has a double and a single and a run scored and an RBI. Winning run down to second base for the Rio Hondo Lady Bobcats here in the bottom of the 7th. They were down 3 heading into this inning. That one gets away. Everybody moves up. Throw to third, safe there. Your winning run now down at third base for the Rio Hondo Lady Bobcats. Lots of things now come into play as Domo de Jesus could put this into play and walk off with a winner here for the Lady Bobcats, who trailed at one time 11-2. Pitch coming, high, ball 2. Base open now for de Jesus. So Bella Gutierrez on the mound doesn't have to give anything in here to de Jesus. Count 2-0. DeJesus takes it. Ball 3. They may just put her on. Abby Alvarado stands on deck. DeJesus at the plate. Will she get a green light here? 3-0. 3-0 pitch. Takes it. Strike call. 3-1. So Gutierrez wasn't looking to walk her straight up. 3 balls, 1 strike. Game-winning hit coming up. We'll see. Ground ball up the middle. It's a hit, and Rio Hondo wins the game. 13-12. Damo DeJesus with a single. 4 runs across in the inning, and it's a walk-off. Rio Hondo celebrates. Unbelievable victory. They come from behind at one time down 11-2, score 4 runs in the bottom of the 7th, and walk off with a win. I'll let you watch them celebrate. 25 runs scored between the two teams. Unbelievable the way these two teams battle it out. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast here, my friends. Again, I'd encourage you to go back and watch it. If you get a chance, do so. But I'm going to have to pull it tomorrow morning sometime rather early because these fans or these coaches don't want to be scouted. In the inning for Rio Hondo, they score 4 runs. They do so on 6 hits. The big one, Adomo DeJesus, RBI single that wins it by the score of 13-12. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. Reminding you again to watch the archives. I'm going to put the highlights up as best I can. I need an editor to help me with that, my friends. If I can find one, I'd hire one. Hope you enjoyed this one. We continue our coverage tomorrow, 11 o'clock with the San Benito first pitch. Hope you enjoyed this one. I'm Joe Bowling. For my wife, Dahlia, for all the sponsors, thanks for helping us bring games like this to life. Rio Hondo wins this one 13-12. Good night, everybody.